Yep.
Okay. Well, so they would need, okay, so if you were the camera crew and you wanted to, you know, send a little going away present, you'd need to get a dummy round. You'd have to punch the primer. Do you, okay, so that's the question we didn't know, is what the prime cases that I sent to them, if the primers were nickel or they were brass, right? So that would be important to know, because then if you somehow gained access to those things, that would be the easiest thing to do, is to get those. You could also get, you could get a hold of some blanks, cut them open, put the powder in there, and then use a hammer or something, or even sidewalk and jam the bullet in there. And you got a round.
Oh, like somebody was manufacturing them?
Mm-hmm. Even on the cheap, even on the FU cheap. Like, you know, if I wanted to do that, I'd be like, oh yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
I can figure it out.
If camera crew had the knowledge to do that.
Right. Yeah, who would, yeah.
That's the other thing with it. They're carrying gunpowder around in their pockets.
Right, but chances are it's going to come back. It's going to come back as modern smokeless, not 777 or the black powder that is in those blanks. So, yeah. But these ones, bugger. She still didn't do her job. I'm wondering if there's a way, like even from the case lengths, bullet weights, things like that. I mean, these were loaded, there's no doubt these were loaded on a machine. Like, we'd see scarring on there, on the bullets. So they were properly loaded.
Okay.
So there's no way, and there's no way to say, like, oh yeah, we know she's gonna pick from this section when we've got this kind of crap going on. And certainly what Sarah's memory is not accurate, because I said, so the box was full. I asked her, I go, so the box was full, and oh, maybe that's why those ones were just thrown on the cart, because she rattled them.
And then maybe just...
And then she was like, these aren't rattling. Set them, throw them aside. So, where did she start from? So that's...
So, 1, 2, 3, 6.
1, 2, 3, leaving 3 spaces here, but this is crazy too. Huh. She thinks she's going to outsmart this thing, delete all her social media. You haven't seen any videos or anything, huh?
Nothing. I've found like one TikTok of her.
What is she doing?
She's like, I think in her bedroom or something of the sort, and with like some hair flip.
My daughter giving me the bird? Nope.
And there may be other, I mean, there may have been other rounds on the top of, I think there was other rounds on the top of the card. It's just, these guys were our primary focus.
You have to listen to the interview too. So, this is hers.
What did that come off of? Or did she just send it to you, like...
I took it.
Oh.
It was on the tail, and she were up prepping for the Nick Cage movie.
Okay.
Somewhere I'm thinking there's, I don't know, something she sent me. I haven't even read the text stream between the two of us. I'm just so like, you know.
Has she reached out to you at all since this?
No, not after she sent me the F-bomb laced text messages.
Was that after the incident?
It's before the incident.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that about?
She was just being an idiot. I wanted Sarah to get rid of her. You know, I was like, she's not doing what she's supposed to do. Not on the gun side, it was on the prop side. And I'm like, it's bullshit. She's got 5 days when the guns go bang. What is she doing the rest of the time? And like, she wasn't helping Sarah, like, even like run and grab stuff. And I'm like, Sarah was just like overly nice. I'm like, dude, get rid of her. We'll find you another armor. You know? So
was she mad that you were...
Well, what happened was when Sarah had the accidental discharge, which, by the way, she did not shoot herself in the foot. I called her this morning. I'm like, did you shoot yourself in the foot? She goes, no. She's like, I think I pulled the mag out, like I could feel it, you know. Okay. So what it was is that she was trying to take advantage of that situation to, like, punch down on Sarah to say, oh, I don't even think they're going to have you handle the guns anymore. Like, they're not going to want to, you know, you had an accidental discharge.
Mm.
And she wanted to tell the producer, oh, you know, it was just, she was making a mountain out of nothing. And...
Do you know if Hannah loaded the gun when that accidental happened?
No, it was Sarah.
Okay.
She was loading it. And so basically I said, I'll tell you what I wrote her. And I was just tired of it because Sarah's like she's like a super gentle, she's like a Bambi. She's like the Bambi of the, you know, but she's also got a great work ethic. And Hannah's just kind of like, you know, rough and like, dude, just put it away, you know, attitude and the rest. And I'm like, you're not gonna try to run over. I go, and I had to make it real clear, you know, hey, Sarah's your boss. Where is it? Anyway, I mean, if I think of anything relevant, of course, I'm going to share it with you,
okay.
Even if it's like...
So Sarah's like her boss, but she's not really, like, employed.
Well, it's like having, like, a pussy boss, right? You know, at the same time, yeah, she's not, yeah.
She's not her employer, though, and neither are you guys.
Exactly.
She's just licensed under you.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep. And this is how this is not like something I invented. This is something that's just been that the ATF came up with, and they're like, yeah, this is how we like it.
God, and she's not really employed by a company either. They're full-time employees of the production company. But once that production's done, then
that's it.
She's done.
It's done. You're done. And then a lot of the film companies, they'll start up a company, do the project, and then kill the company, and then they'll start it up again. So as employees of all these different production companies, you never have the same employer. It's just like total gypsies.
Yeah.
This is October 16th. Sarah told me, or I misspelled it. I said Sarah texted me she had an accidental discharge. Happens to everyone, move on. Like, don't start punch down there. Move on, question mark. I'm not having a problem with it. It sure doesn't look good, though. And I said, accidents and mistakes happen. Accidental discharges are accidents. Mistake is where the armor provides a gun and a full load of ammo, to be fired with a horse in the vicinity. Will you tell production about that? We learn to move on, and don't forget, she's your boss. Don't push it. Like, I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna put it. And then she just comes back with like a full F-bomb lace. And I'm like, we're done. Yeah.
And you couldn't, Sarah has to be the one to say, like, you're done, you couldn't have...
Yeah, it's not really, I could have. I could have said, she's not to touch, PDQ inventory, but the problem is that I was told she was doing a good job with the guns. Like, the director and Sarah and everybody, she's like, no, she's really good with the guns, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, whatever. It's Hollywood. Everybody's got their own style. I've got mine, and she's Hannah certainly has hers, but, because I don't really jive with a lot of the filmsters anyways.
Right.
A lot of them are just, and they hate the gun guy too, usually. So, because they're like,
What's going on?
Some kind of
authoritative position.
I don't know what it is. Now it's like there's more fear than anything else on set.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to check the gun. I'm like, come on, let's go. All at once, please. Thank you. All right. Well, if I think of anything, once Troy sends me the picture.
Yeah, let me know when he gets back to you.
I think we're screwed if they're not Starline, we're screwed.